Ladies and gentlemen, I know I normally put the article up and go through it and do commentary, but this time I'm going to do it a little differently. You know, I am a mother of a son, and I just, my heart just goes deeply out for Botham John's mother and everything that she and her family has been going through all the way up until this time. Well, she recently came out in the media and said she is concerned about police accountability. And I don't blame her, ladies and gentlemen, because in America, police are, you know, this fake elevation they give to cops is just unbelievable. And everybody that has a pulse on this earth know that here in America, cops virtually get away with everything. And they lie all the time on police reports. I've even spoken to cops, and they told me cops lie on police reports all the time. And we all know this by now. There is no concern about telling the truth. There's no concern about, even when video cameras are rolling, they still lie. We see this all the time, and people all over the globe know this about America. This is why no one holds America in the highest regard anymore. That's gone. That's gone forever. People don't even respect America anymore. Like I said, take a glimpse at those UN meetings and watch how they get spoken to by these other countries now. I never even saw that like 10, 20 years ago. But now these other countries know that America's full of shit. and now that Trump is in charge, they care even less about following America's lead. So we know that Botham was killed in his own apartment, just minding his own business, doing what a lot of people do. He was just watching TV, he was on his computer, and that's pretty much the norm. His mother has a concern that many of us here in America have. You know, a wrong was done to yourself, to your family, to your son. And we know when you get into court in America, that whole case is going to be built around getting the cop off. And that's exactly what they do. The prosecution is not for the people. The prosecution is for the cop. The judge is for the cop. The juries are for the cop. So people like Botham John's family don't have a chance. And it shouldn't be that way. But remember, we are not in a country with morals. We are probably in the most immoral country on the face of the earth. So, she is now recalling a lot of things about the case. And, you never stop missing your loved one that's taken away from you so abruptly, especially her son that was just living life like a lot of people do. He did not get in trouble with the law. He is not one of those people that even fit their standard stereotype. So this is why they have to do everything they can to get Amber Geiger out of this one. Because see, they can't, he flunked the second grade. Oh, he gave the middle finger to a teacher in the 5th grade. Oh, well, when he was in gym class, he talked back to his teacher. This is the pettiness that comes from these folks. And I'm going to always talk about how petty and frivolous they are, because that's what they do. We've seen you in action. It's no point in you coming over here arguing with anybody. You are petty. Your system is petty. Your courts are petty. Your juries are petty. So I'm glad. One thing about Botham Jean's mom, she never let go of the fact that Amber Geiger is the devil that took her son. I'm so glad we didn't hear those hollow words of, I forgive you. There's nothing to forgive. If somebody takes your child's life when they were only in their apartment minding their own business, there is nothing to forgive. Absolutely nothing. You don't owe forgiveness to these folks. In fact, it's unnatural that you're forgiving them. It's completely unnatural. And it's something that people in our community really need to stop doing. But we know that's the good old Christianity that's taught in America, and it's completely wrong. They don't even have it right when it comes down to forgiveness. Can you forgive? Yes. You certainly can. But not these folks. Not the Amber Geigers of the world. They don't deserve any forgiveness from this family. And see, folks like Amber Geiger are not going to ask for forgiveness either. And so therefore, there's no need to give it. So no one has been charged for possession of a firearm or attempted murder. So she's concerned. Amber Geiger just recently got charged from manslaughter to murder, and it was never a manslaughter at all. So she's talking about a case over in St. Lucia where a 17-year-old was killed, and she was recalling everything about Botham's case, and she got involved in this case, being that she lost her son. And she said, so far in this case, no one was charged for possession of a firearm, attempted murder, or anything in the case of the 17-year-old that was killed in St. Lucia. So she is taking a stand and trying to be supportive of the family that lost their son. She's doing what a lot of parents that lost a child has done. Trayvon's mother has also been one, very supportive and going around the country trying to be helpful to other families that lost their children. So I understand where she's coming from. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't look for justice in America because it's been too many centuries of not seeing it. I just learned that I don't expect anything decent from these folks. So I'm never disappointed. Wasn't expecting anything good from them in the first place, because these are not the things we see. Ladies and gentlemen around the world that don't live in America, don't let these folks tell you how good they are, but you see so much evil in the news. Believe the evil, because that is the truth. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.